The build-up to the much-anticipated bout between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach is reaching a fever pitch, with the drama surrounding the fight intensifying day by day. As the fight draws near, tensions between the two fighters have escalated in ways that no one expected. What started as typical pre-fight hype has now evolved into an all-out war of words, with Roach hitting Tank below the belt during an interview, causing Tank to snap completely. What transpired was nothing short of chaotic, and the entire boxing world was watching. It wasn't a typical exchange of trash talk. This was something far more personal. Lamont Roach, in an attempt to get into Tank's head, made a comment that seemed to strike a nerve with the champion. Tank responded angrily, cutting off the interviewer mid-question, telling Roach to "say that to my face," before launching into a tirade that left everyone in the room stunned. Security had to step in to separate the two fighters, but the damage was done. This was no longer just about a title fight, it had become personal. The Live's TV confrontation made it clear. Tank was not willing to back down from any challenge, no matter how disrespectful or aggressive. The issue wasn't just about Roach disrespecting Tank, though. It went deeper. The interview had already gone sour, but when Roach started taunting Tank about his knockout victories, including calling them wins against YouTubers and old heads, the gloves came off. He even took it further by claiming Tank wasn't the face of boxing, but merely a leftover from Floyd Mayweather's camp. That was a line that Tank couldn't let slide. Tank, usually calm and collected, had had enough, and he made it clear in no uncertain terms. He shot back, stating that Roach would be asleep before you finish your sentence if he tried to bring that energy into the ring. But Tank wasn't done there. He jumped out of his seat, and security had to intervene again as Roach continued to talk trash from across the room. It was an all-out showdown, one that had been brewing for weeks. The altercation was a massive media moment, with social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok lighting up with reactions from fans, celebrities, and analysts. While some were backing Tank, calling him the Co-King, others started to believe that Roach might have actually gotten into Tank's head. One thing was certain, this fight was no longer just a match between two fighters. It was a battle of pride, mental toughness, and the desire to prove who was truly the best in the ring. But just when you thought the drama had reached its peak, Tank went on Instagram Live and announced, "The fight's off. It's canceled. Business fell through." The internet went into overdrive. Fans were panicked and confused, questioning whether Tank was ducking Roach or if there had been an issue with the negotiations. The rumor mill churned out endless theories, and the speculation was rampant. But then, in a plot twist, Tank revealed that it was all just a publicity stunt designed to ramp up the hype for the fight even more. And boy, did it work. Within hours, Tank versus Roach was trending worldwide. Roach capitalized on the moment by reposting Tank's announcement with a caption that read, "You can't cancel what's already mine. Your belt." The tension and drama were only amplified by the back and forth on social media. The hype surrounding the fight was undeniable. The trash talk had reached new heights, but at the core, this fight was not just about words. It was about skill, power, and the determination to prove who was the better fighter. The stakes were high. Tank Davis is widely regarded as one of the hardest hitting fighters in the game. His knockout power is legendary, and his ability to close the distance and finish a fight is unparalleled. With his lightning-fast footwork and insane fight IQ, Tank has been able to outclass some of the best in the world, including names like Garcia, Cruz, and Romero. His uppercut alone has been enough to end fights, and he knows how to bait his opponents into dangerous traps. When Tank lands, it's lights out for many of his opponents. There's a reason he's known as one of the most dangerous men in boxing. But don't sleep on Lamont Roach. While Tank may be the heavy favorite, Roach brings something different to the table. Known for his slick and technical style, Roach is a patient and calculated fighter who thrives on counterpunching. He is one of the best jabs in the division, and his ability to land accurate shots is what sets him apart from many of his peers. Roach's cardio is on point, and he's been working tirelessly in the gym to refine his combinations and stay in peak shape. His chin is also an asset. Roach can take a punch and keep moving forward. Tank will have to bring his A-game if he hopes to defeat the tricky and skilled Roach. The history between the two fighters adds another layer of intrigue to the matchup. Tank and Roach have sparred before, and Tank has always come out on top. They've crossed paths multiple times throughout their careers, from the amateur days to their time in training camps together. Tank, however, is now a different fighter, stronger, faster, and more experienced. Roach, on the other hand, has grown more confident, and the past losses in their sparring sessions may fuel his belief that he can pull off an upset this time around. There's also the matter of Tank's rumored contemplation of retirement. Tank recently made a comment saying that he plans to retire at the end of next year, and some believe that this could be a mistake for him, especially if Roach is able to capitalize on any hint of doubt or weakness. In the heat of the moment, Tank may not be in the ideal headspace to make the best decisions, and Roach may see this as his chance to strike. Some experts have pointed out that Tank could be looking past Roach, underestimating his opponent and failing to prepare as thoroughly as he should. But Tank's history of bouncing back from adversity suggests that he may rise to the occasion once the bell rings. So, what does this mean for the fight? On one hand, you have Tank Davis, an undefeated powerhouse with insane knockout power and fight IQ. On the other, you have Lamont Roach, a technically sound fighter who's ready to prove the world wrong and make his mark as one of the best in the lightweight division. Roach has all the confidence in the world, and he's been vocal about his belief that he can beat Tank. While Tank has dominated the division, Roach believes he's the fighter who can change the narrative and take that crown for himself. The stakes are immense. Tank is the reigning champion, and he's looking to add another win to his already impressive resume. He wants to solidify his place as the top fighter in boxing, and a victory over Roach would further cement his legacy. Roach, however, sees this as his one shot at greatness. He's been counted out by many, but he believes in his abilities, and he's determined to shock the world. With a fighter like Tank, who has been on top for so long, the hunger to prove himself could be exactly what Roach needs to pull off the upset of the year. When the bell rings, it will be a fight for the ages. Will Tank continue his reign of dominance with another brutal knockout, or will Lamont Roach rise to the occasion and shock the world? The answers will come when these two warriors finally step into the ring, and it's guaranteed to be a battle that no one will want to miss. The hype is real, and the world is watching. What are your predictions? Will Tank remain king, or will Roach prove that anything is possible in the world of boxing? Only time will tell.